Good morning, everybody. This is Victoria here at Mr.Sewing Machine, located at 509 Dunbar Avenue here in good old Dunbar, West Virginia. And today we're going to talk about patterns. I do love a good pattern sale, and Joann's has been having sales all this month for their 75th anniversary. Unfortunately, most of the patterns that I really want are for a life I don't live. So I have not taken of the pattern sales, but we have this pattern here, and we're going to talk about some various things about how you can buy a pattern like this, whether it's on sale, full price, Joann's, Walmart, you bought it on eBay, uncut, you know, you've went through an independent company, like Amy Butler or Stitch Upon a Time, I believe they're called, and you've bought it on Etsy or through an independent company and printed it off on your printer at home and taped it all together, which is one of the many fabulous ways that you can get patterns these days. I mean, there's so many sources. There's just, you know, you're not stuck with just Simplicity, McCall's, Butterick, Vogue, etc. There are so many choices. Or if you read a lot and you're super crafty and you've got some newspaper, maybe you've taken the leap and you've drafted your own. Good for you. But today we're going to talk about some different things here, such as how sewing is more eco-friendly, and if you tend to be more of a thrifty shopper and all that, you can reuse these patterns even though they are very thin, for if you're careful with them, for a lot of years. If you get a little rip, you know, that's what they make Scotch tape for. After I cut out a pattern, I like to take the envelope, all the pattern pieces, the instructions, and I like to put it in a gallon Ziploc bag. I'll save a scrap of fabric. I'll safety pin that to it. I'll even put a note in there. It's like, I made this when did I make it, you know, and then if I'm being really thoughtful, you know, did I really like it? You know, was there something about it maybe I could have tweaked if it was the first time that I made this particular pattern? Now, even though I'm a fluffy person, this is not my size, but I would wear this because, well, it's nice, and I'm kind of more of a plain Jane. I just like to have my clothes be pretty colors. I don't need them to be all super trendy and all that. I never have been all frou-frou. Although occasionally I do get something that's super girly and all that. But, you know, we've got a nice classic little shift dress that's perfect for summer. You've got a maxi dress, and, you know, I don't care. You know, maxi dresses are, to me, just scream summer. You know, cute pair of flats, maybe a pair of flip-flops. You know, they also, depending on the material that you use, if you use like a real thin gauze, or if you want to use like an all-over lace fabric. You know, you can even use that for a beach cover-up if you go to the beach. You know, you can pop it on over your swimsuit and, you know, go pick up something and go hit the beach. Depending on the area of the country you live, or vacation plans, etc. You've got a nice pair of shorts. That's another thing I like about sewing. I like my shorts to be a longer length. I don't like a short with just a 7-inch inseam, and because for me that's just too short and it makes me very uncomfortable. Not that I wear shorts all that much because I like capri pants, but that's neither here nor there. But you can see by the details in the picture that this young lady that was modeling this, that there appear also to be pockets in the dress, which is nice because, as we all know, so few women's clothes have pockets. But today we're going to talk about what they recommend for fabrics, because, you know, just because you really like a certain fabric doesn't mean it's going to lend itself to the style of outfit that you're wanting, because if it's too heavy, you're not going to get the right drape. And you want your clothing, especially for dresses, to have a little bit of a drape and a little bit of flow. You don't want it to look like a box. And like if you would try to make this dress in a heavy denim, it wouldn't look right. But if you did it in a chambray, which is looks like denim, It kind of feels like denim, but it's very much lighter weight. It's would be super duper cute. So, you know, this is why we're going to talk about fabrics. For patterns such as this, they are recommending PKs, poplins, seersuckers, batiks, and laundered cottons, eyelets, challis, crepe de chine, suede silks, rayon, gauze, which is, you know, so cute. I love gauze fabric. Comes in so many cute colors and even prints these days. Voile, which I'm never sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Double georgette and soft lightweight linen and linen blends. Extra fabric is needed to match up plaid, stripes, or one-way design fabrics. That's something else. If you like designs and if you like plaid, you find a super cute plaid, always buy a little extra so you can match up that stripe. So when you put all this effort and hard work into sewing said shirt or skirt or dress, that your lines meet up so it looks more professional, so people aren't like, oh yeah, you made that, to, oh, you didn't buy that, you made it. You know, give them some shock and awe. Work on different things. You know, I myself, I really like plaids. I don't work with them too much because I never find them in the colors that I like. Or if I do find them, I never find enough of it because I do like my soft, cuddly fabrics, especially for fall. Now, when you do sew your own clothing, you'll also notice that even though right now it's August, if you go to purchase fabrics, you will see that it's already fall in fabrics, because much like the fashion industry, when you sew your own clothing, you're always a season ahead. So right now they've got fall, and about next month they'll start putting out Christmas and all that. So when it's wintertime, you need to start thinking about your spring wardrobe. Or, you know, when it's winter, when it's fall, start thinking about, you know, hey, what I'm going to do this year. You know, you can reuse this pattern, a dress like this. You could make it in a little bit of a thicker fabric, and it would be great for fall or early fall. The pants, of course, you can make that in a heavier fabric, like maybe not necessarily a corduroy, but if you were like really drapey, like palazzo pants, maybe a nice panay velvet, which is thin, has a lot of drape and flow to it. You can get such pretty colors, and make you a really cute panay velvet pair of pants, and maybe a cute top to match with the panay velvet, and make this a year-round look. There are so many different ways that you can do this in order to make this really work, not for just one season, but for several. Anyway, that's enough of my thoughts, and I hope everybody has a happy Monday. Remember, if you need your sewing, you should always have your sewing machine serviced at least once a year, even if you don't use it that often. Much like the car, you got to service them if you want to keep them up. It's a lifetime investment. And go forth. Make something pretty. Happy Monday. Bye-bye.